Hey guys, with the new Modern Warfare 2023 being revealed, I guess if you still want to call it Modern Warfare 3, but whatever. I'm playing the old Modern Warfare 3 here today because that's going to be the best Modern Warfare 3 in existence, let's be honest here, in terms of gameplay and storyline probably. I mean, the campaign story of the new Modern Warfare reboot's alright, but that's all it is alright. It has nothing really on the original storyline of the original MW trilogy, and same as Cold War doesn't have anything really on the original Black Ops trilogy of World at War, BO1 and BO2. But I guess this upcoming MW3 will have zombies in it, so that's a plus, I guess. And if you're wondering, we're going to hop into some details about this upcoming MW3 here today, even though I just sort of dissed on it, but might as well talk about it a little bit, right, since it was just revealed. Maybe I'll throw up some gameplay images that were actually in this live-action Makarov trailer that just put out recently, which you guys can find anywhere on YouTube. It's nothing too crazy, just small snippets of gameplay, mainly just live-action Makarov walking through a prison, getting a tattoo, that's pretty much it. And showcasing that he's basically a terrorist is pretty much all it does. But one thing that these reveal trailers did reveal, in fact, was the release date of the game being November 10th. And this lines up with all the leaks we've had for this upcoming COD game, so I'm pretty certain that these leaks are true because they come from reliable sources and they line up with everything that has recently been revealed because all these leaks came back months ago, way back in spring, like May. So from Insider Gaming, for example, they revealed that the beta weekends, for the first weekend is going to be PS4 and 5 only. That's October 6th through October 10th of this year, 2023. And then the beta weekend 2 is going to be all platforms October 12th through October 16th. And then they're actually going to do campaign early access again, and that's going to be on November 2nd, which is just shortly before the full release on November 10th, and supposedly Season 1, along with the new Warzone map and the Warzone integration with the MW3 guns and all that, will happen December 5th, with the launch of Season 1, of course. There's some interesting news and details about the game officially, such as the fact that all the weapons, operators, ammos, and stuff like that is carrying over into MW3 on the launch. So it's not going to be there on the beta, but it's going to be there on launch. So MW3 is going to have a bunch of new weapons, camos, etc., operators, but all the old MW2 stuff is carrying over along with all the cosmetics and bundles you purchased, unless it's on an item that specifically isn't in MW3. For an example, they officially said stuff like maybe a certain vehicle or a certain piece of equipment that might have cosmetics, that won't carry over because that might not be in MW3. So that is pretty cool to know that anything you purchased, mainly big operators, bundles, weapons, skins, that's all carrying over into MW3, so this is the first time we've ever seen anything like this. Things you buy in MW2 may actually be worth your money because you're going to get to use them next year, or this year, and next year in MW3. And if you're wondering more about the weapons carrying over into MW3 and how that's going to work, well, the camos are too, but the camos will specifically stay on the MW2 guns. You can't unlock the MW2 camos on the MW3 guns, for example, and you can't unlock the MW3 camos on the MW2 guns. But you can still progress and level up your MW2 weapons in MW3, and then hop back on MW2 and it carries over progress back and forth, so that is interesting to know. But it seems MW3 is going to have its own set of camos and new progression and unlocks and stuff like that for those guns, for the MW3 guns specifically. Now, in terms of zombies, we know through these reliable leakers that zombies is going to be making a return in MW3, which could be exciting, the first time we'll ever see zombies in a Modern Warfare theme and title, and if it was done correctly, I'd be really excited for it, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to see how it ends up, because essentially this is just going to be Outbreak 2.0. They're basically taking the idea of Outbreak and enhancing it and putting it into MW3 because they haven't really done any good side or co-op modes in the Modern Warfare reboot series. So this is probably their best attempt at one. And this Outbreak 2.0 is supposedly going to be taking place on this new Warzone map that is also going to be coming. And this will make it so, unlike the original Outbreak where you had to teleport from map to map, you may be able to just stay within the one giant Warzone map, or whatever map it may end up being, and just one giant map, and you don't have to teleport to new maps and go through loading screens and such, and instead you can just roam the entire free world. Maybe there will be teleporters or something of the sort to get around faster, but it's going to be on the one big map, from what we can tell. And then it's going to be sort of like DMZ, not necessarily that there's PvP that we know of, but you can roam around and do objectives and stuff just like Outbreak. So we'll have to see how that ends up, and what they throw in there, and what we can find in terms of Easter eggs and other stuff like that. And on top of that, some other features we know of that are going to be in the game, some confirmed and some just reliably leaked, and we very much so believe so. So this game, MW3, will feature classic MW2 2009 multiplayer maps remastered. As you can see, they were already in the Warzone map, and they've been saving it to scrap together all old remastered content to put into as maps in this new MW3. Keep in mind though, from my opinion at least, these maps are great. Fantastic maps, especially in those games with those mechanics, but in these new games with new mechanics and new matchmaking, of course, these maps probably won't be too great, I'll be honest. They'll play like any other. But besides that, red dots will finally be back on the minimap, because Infinity Ward for some reason is very stuck in their ways with not having red dots on the minimap. No red dots appear when you shoot, so at least we'll have a return to normalcy there. Reload canceling will also be making a return, which we saw it removed for the first time ever in MW2, which is very strange and weird. Slide canceling will be returning from Modern Warfare 2019, which I'm not really a fan of, but whatever. Ninja will be returning as a perk, finally, and perks in general are just called gear. So essentially your perk 1, 2, 3, or however many they're going to have, they're slots such as your helmet, your chest piece, your boots, etc. So for example, for the chest piece slot would be, say, your perk 2, for example, and there's just different chest pieces you can put on that give you different attributes. So it's the same thing, just different name and look. And maybe it'll even appear that way in-game, who knows. And lastly, it's leaked that the war mode from Call of Duty World War II will be making a return. And this war mode is essentially kind of a large-scale battle on usually a smaller map, objective focused, where one team's usually offense, one team's defense, and there's different objectives they have to do. Similar to operations from Battlefield 1, but quite a bit smaller scale. And personally, I think that was one of the best game modes from COD World War II, so hopefully it ends up pretty cool in MW3, if it is indeed truly coming. But nonetheless, guys, I figured I'd make this short little video playing some classic MW3 and just mentioning all the confirmed news and leaked information I have for you guys. So I'm not making a bunch of little videos, I'm going to just make one compact one until more is officially revealed about MW3, which I think that the official kind of main trailer is coming August 17th, and they're doing some sort of in-game event in DMZ Warzone. So maybe I'll even stream that or make a video on that when that ends up happening. But nonetheless, let me know your guys' thoughts on all this in the comments down below. Are you even excited for MW3? What do you think? And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.